Hi, this is Terry from Fabric Junction, and today we're going to do the finish on our block of the week. Our lovely quilt that we have been working on for the last 12 weeks. We are down to the finish to put our final borders on. So to do that, you will need to cut a series of rectangles. They're 3.5 by 6.5, and you'll need 48 of the white and 48 of the color. You can do 12 of each color. You can make it really scrappy. That part is up to you. Once you have cut your rectangles, I sew mine end to end, one long continuous end to end. Now I've jumped ahead and I've already sewn my first border on, but I will let you or explain to you exactly how I did that. So you will have seen all of these pieces end to end, and I separated them by just counting out, and I started on the short side. You can start on the long if you want, and the short side is going to take 10 rectangles. So I took my strip and just started counting off 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Once I got to 10, I opened that seam. I separated. So I took my first 10, and to start, it's going to have a tail. To create that tail, I folded this back on itself and put a pin, because that's where I need this border to have the tail to attach the other side, but that's where I need to line up this end, is where that pin is. So I stuck a second pin in to secure it. From there, I took whatever end I had, and I would have matched, so I don't want to lose my pin, I would have matched the end up here, folded it in half, found my center, and the center on the top, and I pinned those in place. Now, then I started sewing. I went to that end, I sewed, and as you can see, I stopped. Now, if you're unsure if that's going to match, the body of your quilt should measure approximately 57.5 by 69.5. Now, if it's off just a little bit, you know you can always ease in whichever is the longer section. So, I did on one of these sides. I know I had to ease just a little bit. One side fit beautifully. But once you have it in place, you're going to sew. Continue doing that same thing. The difference is because you've added this border, now you don't have to fold it back. You can actually start on the end. And as you can see, here's my threads yet from when I took it apart that I need to get them out of there. And I sewed. This side took 13. Again, it stopped on the red, so I started with the white, and I continued. So then all my parts, all my little rectangles look exactly the same all the way around. Went from the blue, here's the white, the green, the purple, back to the red. So when I got to the last one, and for you, I didn't sew to the end to let you know that this particular one, I would sew clear to the end. So once I get to the end, I will know how well a job I did. In this case, I'm just going to do a little finger press there, that this should match up with that end. And so we just take the end, actually I'm going to do it from the other side, because I like to sew from where I had stopped. So from the other side, slowly start where I had stitched before, take my end and give it a little pinch to match it. Pull out the pins so I don't sew over them. Lay it down nice. And there I have my inner or middle border on. So now I need to attach the outer border. And the outer border is done exactly the same way, except this time you'll count out 11. You'll fold this back, you'll pin it so you'll have your little tail, go all the way around, close it up like I showed you, and your quilt will be done. So I want to thank you for watching all these weeks and doing our block of the week. And if you need it quilted, contact my in-house quilters. They do a beautiful job. And I'd like to see a picture of your quilt that you did, whether you have done it with our kit or your own fabrics. Thank you again for watching.